Buddhism lesson number 10, Marvellous Friendship. Hello dear children, how are you? Hope you are having a great time at home. What are we going to learn today? Today we are going to learn a story about a friendship. In this session we are going to talk about a great friendship between three animals who helped each other in hard situations they faced and how they overcame those. Let me explain how we are going to learn this lesson. The lesson will be put out on following slides in white color. The important points you have to keep on your mind will be in yellow color. The explanations done by the teacher regarding difficult points or words will be in blue color. The difficult words and their meanings will be in green color. Now take out your Buddhism writing book and write down the lesson number along with the topic of the lesson. Lesson 10, Marvellous Friendship. Let's make the best out of this presentation, my children. Lesson 10, Marvellous Friendship. Once upon a time, when Brahmadatta was king of Benares, the Bodhisattva was born as an antelope and lived in a forest. There was a lake near a thicket inside the forest. Not far from the lake sat a woodpecker perched at the top of a tree, and in the lake dwelt a tortoise. The three became friends and lived together in amity. The three friends, antelope, woodpecker and tortoise, lived together in a forest. Antelope, meaning a deer, thicket, small forest area, perched, rested on something, dwelt, live in amity with friendship. A hunter wandering about in the woods observed the antelope's footprints going down into the water, and he set up a strong trap of leather like an iron chain and went his way. In the first watch of the night, the antelope went down to drink and got caught in the noose. It cried loud in pain for long. Thereupon the woodpecker flew down from her treetop, and the tortoise came out of the water and thought what was to be done. Woodpecker said to the tortoise, "Friend, you have teeth. Bite this snare through. I will go and see to it that the hunter keeps away, and if we both do our best, our friend will not lose his life." The tortoise began to gnaw the leather thong. The woodpecker made his way to the hunter's dwelling. A hunter saw footprints of an antelope and set a trap to catch it. When the antelope went to drink water, he was caught in the trap. His friends thought of a way to help him. Tortoise began to bite the leather strip in the trap to save his friend. Meanings: wandering, walking here and there, snare, trap, gnaw, bite, leather thong, leather strip. At dawn of the day, hunter went out, knife in hand. As soon as the bird saw him start, he uttered a cry, flapped his wings and struck him in the face as he left the front door. "Some bird of ill omen has struck me," thought the hunter. He turned back and lay down for a little while. Then he rose up again and took his knife. The bird thought, the first time he went out by the front door, so now he will leave by the back. And he sat him down behind the house. The hunter too reasoned in the same way. "When I went out by the front door, I saw a bad omen. Now I will go out by the back. And so he did. But the bird cried out again and struck him in the face. Finding that he was again struck by a bird of ill omen, the hunter exclaimed, "This creature will not let me go." And turning back, he lay down until sunrise. And when the sun was risen, he took his knife and started again. Seeing and hearing a woodpecker was considered as a bad thing before starting work. So the hunter stayed at home. Woodpecker helped his friend by keeping hunter inside his house, meaning ill omen, believed as bad thing to see. The woodpecker made all haste back to his friends. "Here comes the hunter," he cried. By this time the tortoise had gnawed through all the thongs except one tough thong. His teeth seemed as though they would fall out, and his mouth was all smeared with blood. The antelope saw the young hunter coming on like lightning, knife in hand. He broke the thong and fled into the woods. The woodpecker perched upon his treetop, but the tortoise was so weak that he lay where he was. The hunter threw him into a bag and tied it to a tree. Woodpecker flew to his friends to warn that hunter was coming. Tortoise was biting the last strip on the trap. Bodhisattva saw hunter and broke the last strip and ran to the forest. The tortoise was tired and couldn't move. Hunter captured the tortoise and put it in a bag, tied the bag to a tree. The antelope observed that the tortoise was taken and determined to save his friend's life. So he let the hunter see him and acted as though he was weak. The hunter saw him and, thinking him to be weak, took his knife and set out in pursuit. The antelope, keeping just out of his reach, led him into the forest, and when he saw that they had come far away, gave him the slip and returned swift as the wind by another way. He lifted the bag with his horns, threw it upon the ground, ripped it open, and let the tortoise out. And the woodpecker came down from the tree. Antelope acted as he was weak, and the hunter came after him, leaving the tortoise on the tree. Antelope made hunter lost in the forest and came back to help his friend tortoise. He tore the bag and let the tortoise out. Meanings: determined, made a firm decision, pursuit, start to chase, swift, happens quickly. Then the antelope thus addressed them both: "My life has been saved by you, and you have done your part as a friend to save me. Now the hunter will come and take you both. My friend Woodpecker, fly elsewhere with your brood. And you, friend Tortoise, dive into the water." They did so. The hunter returned and saw none of them. He found his bag torn, picked it up, and went home sorrowful. And the three friends lived all their life in unbroken amity. This story is taken from Kurungamiga Jatakaya. Bodhisattva told the woodpecker to fly away and asked the tortoise to swim away. The greediness of the hunter made him sad at the end. The three friends lived happily with their marvelous friendship. Meanings: sorrowful, sadness. In this picture, you can see the Bodhisattva, antelope, making Hunter lost in the forest to help his friends. My dear children, now it's time for some questions. First question, who were the three friends mentioned in the story? Second, where did they live? Third one, write three good qualities of a friend. Fourth, how did the friends of Bodhisattva save him? Fifth one, in the end, what did Bodhisattva ask his friends to do? Please write down the questions along with the answers in your Buddhism writing book under the topic you wrote earlier. Now, let's check the answers, children. First one, an antelope, a woodpecker and a tortoise. Second, in a forest. Third, helping each other share things, being kind to each other. For this answer, you can add some more if you have, right? Fourth one, the tortoise bit the leather strips of the trap and the woodpecker kept the hunter inside his home. Fifth one, Bodhisattva told the woodpecker to fly away and asked the tortoise to swim away. Did you check your answers, children? Okay, good job. Right, now it's time to make smart choices. We learned Kurunkamika Jataka story today. I have a very fun game for you. Take a piece of paper and try to write answers for the following within 5 minutes. First one, name the three friends. Second one, what did Hunter say when wandering in the forest? Third one, what happened to the Bodhisattva? Fourth one, who helped him to escape? Children, do not write these questions in your writing book, okay? Goodbye, my children. That is all for today. Did you have fun? To have some more fun, draw or paste a picture related to this lesson. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Have a great day, children.